America's building trades are facing a crisis, and the reasons are many. By the year 2030, for every 3 tradesmen who retire, there's only 1 to fill their shoes. Only 6% of high school students are considering a career in the trades. Meanwhile, high schools have all but forgotten industrial arts classes. So what can we do to avoid the disaster that's looming on the horizon? Todd Pratzel is a civil engineer and is the editor at Toolbox Buzz and Home Construction and Improvement. And he has some good ideas.
I grew up the son of a carpenter, and his dream was for me to go off to college and do something better than he had done. We've done this generation after generation. Every generation has asked the youth to do better than they did. And what it has created in our country is a vacuum of more and more young people going off to college and feeling as if these trade jobs are lower than them, that they are not going to provide for them, and that they are not as good as the jobs they might get from college. At the same time in our country, there's a huge number of people graduating from college that have no jobs. So we need to make sure that the youth that are interested in the trades are not shunned from it. And we need to make sure that there's opportunities for everyone that wants to go to college to go off to college and then maybe come back and become involved in the trades.
Rob Robillard is a Concord carpenter, and he has some thoughts.
As a small business owner in the trades, a lot of the young guys that come to me now have college degrees in other fields, and they've made, for whatever reasons of their own, they've made decisions to go into the trades. One of the things that I'm finding is that some of these guys are coming to me, and they're, because of their education, their further education, they actually make better decisions. They're better problem solvers, they're better thinkers on their own, and a lot of times can work well without supervision.
I went to college for photography, worked in the field for a while, and just found it kind of unsatisfying. And it's hard to make money in that industry these days. I find I'm actually doing much better in the trades as a carpenter. I had exposure as a child, so it was easy to kind of learn what I needed to know to get into it, and really start doing well pretty quickly.
I left a corporate office job to go into the trades because I was sick of the sedentary lifestyle of going to an office every day, the mundane job that I would end up doing week in and week out seemed to not produce anything, whereas almost any week on a job site I build something or I complete a job that makes somebody really happy, and that brings me a lot of happiness.
You talked to some of the guys on this site to get their ideas.
Well, you don't have any student loans when you left with this. I mean, there's no student loans, and it's a good industry to be in. A lot of good people, meet a lot of different people, a lot of challenges. I enjoy my work. The scenery changes, you go from job to job, bigger jobs like this, maybe 2 a year, see different places. I've been all over the country pretty much doing this work.
The thing about it, when these guys develop a trade, whether it's HVA or plumbing or whatever, electrician, they have that luxury of someday stepping out on their own and starting their own business. Once they learn this trade, the sky's the limit as to what they want to do.
Get in early. The sooner you start, the sooner you move up. And like I said, you get what you put into it. If you just want to walk around and do the bare minimum, you'll be what you are, a laborer the rest of your life. If you want to learn, pay attention, learn, and do it, you can move up quick.
So if you or someone you know is deciding on a career direction, deciding on a new path, deciding what to do for a living, consider one of the trades. It may be the best choice you ever made.